I'm doing a study right now as a result of the Brexit vote and the United Kingdom, Britain leaving the EU, the European Union, overnight. This decision came through. It's been verified with a 51.8%, almost 52%, which is not a vast majority, but it does beat the 50% mark. And therefore, with the British leaving the EU, what changes can we expect to find? Take a look at the currencies, because this is like hard evidence of what's going on. Well, we start with the 10-year. I was in Europe for the first time in the 10-year period here at the worst of the dollar's performance there. Unfortunate for me. Bad luck. Then I came back to Europe, and here we are up to the current time. I would like to go back to Europe because it's very favorable for the dollar. As you can see, the lower that this is on the graph means the lower value of the euro currency. And this is in the past year. It's been pretty level except this big dip going into the winter. And in the past month, we have a drop. Especially in the last week, we have a humongous drop. Well, it's not too humongous. It's about, what is that? 4 cents? So we dropped 4 cents on the dollar in the past day. And that is because of the British leaving. So let's check out a comparison to the pound, because I guess the euro is going to be exchanged for the pound so that all the British people spending their money will not be able to use the euro, I suppose. Are they going to be accepting the euro? And at what exchange rate? A lot of these questions are yet to be answered and proven. I'm sure there's been plenty of discussion prior to this momentous historic occasion, but now we have to see the proof in the pudding. How is this transition going to take place with the money? Let's check out the dollar versus the pound, and we will see the rates of the dollar versus, this is saying, this is the pound per one. So it is going up. It's shooting up. The value of the British pound is reaching a high level, higher in the past 5 years. It looks like the highest ever in the past 10 years. We have reached a historic value for the pound. That's not looking good if you're thinking of traveling to England or Scotland or even Northern Ireland. Any part of the United Kingdom, your exchange rate is not going to be very favorable. You'll be losing about 25% plus the fee for the exchange. You're losing almost 30%. That is not good. Let's throw in the Russian. Let's try the Russian here compared to the British pound. Russian ruble. Okay. By the way, all this can be found on xe.com. It's one of my favorite sites for doing this kind of financial economic research. I'll put the link below. You just click on it. So the British pound is doing very well against the Russian ruble, although it is not a historic high. Not at all. No, it had reached a historic high in 2008, or is that 2009? Let's look at the ruble versus the US dollar, because I was shocked to see how it performs against the pound. The ruble is very strong. Let's go right to the 10-year history. How many dollars on the ruble? So you can see the trend is in this direction. You can see the trend. Okay. Well, that's enough research to get you started and thinking about what the transition is going to do. The value is rising for the pound versus the EU. The euro is struggling now. I'll leave you with Russian ruble versus the euro. Very interesting. Very interesting.